Hi, my name is James, and this is James Loves Games. Today I'm going to be talking about the Halo Infinite multiplayer trailer and the sort of implications on the future of Halo multiplayer and my thoughts on all of the new additions as well. So let's jump right in. Okay, so this is not a pure reaction. I've seen this, and I'm just going to be sort of commenting over it. So if you want to see the trailer or see someone see the trailer for the first time or see someone see the trailer for the first time or however like meta or deep you want to go into it, look elsewhere. So let's get right into it. If I can get on the right window and do that. So yeah. So, to give my Halo cred, I've been playing Halo since the original Xbox. That was our game in my college dorm room back in 2002. And I've played every single one ever since and just been a rabid fan for years and years. And so I am super pumped about Halo Infinite because the boys and I, we've been playing Halo 5 for years and years, and I feel like it was a really polished, really good game, but they didn't quite keep the longevity there. Like it got kind of stale after a couple of years. And so I'm hoping that with this one, they're going to be adding a lot of new content periodically, changing things up a little bit, new maps, new kinds of weapon drops, like weapon sets of the week or whatever, like you see in a lot of other modern multiplayer shooters. But from the looks of this trailer, it looks like it's going to have the classic Halo action that I love, that everybody loves, but with some new features that I think are really going to change the game quite a bit. That grappling hook that we've seen a couple times so far, I think that's going to be a huge game changer. I don't know if that's just something you can use at will whenever you want, or if that's going to be like a one-time use item or something that has to recharge, like armor lock or something like that. So I'm interested to see how that's going to play out for multiplayer, because it looks like, you're going to be able to traverse a lot more easily with that hook. And especially when you're hooking up into like vehicles and skyjacking people. What do they call it? A hook jack or something like that. So I think that's I want more details as to how that's going to play out, because I'm a little concerned about this kind of thing. It looks really cool, but it looks like it could be abused pretty easily. I like the idea though that you can kind of grab weapons while they're flying through the air like that. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So let's go back real quick and just look at this kind of piece by piece. So obviously, you've got a lot of the classic weapons as well. You've got needlers, you got battle rifles, you got assault rifles, and you've got a few new ones, it looks like, too. That new shotgun, this thing looks like a beast. Like, you can't have Halo without a good shotgun, and this thing looks like it's going to do the job pretty well. I'm not really sure how it's going to compare to older ones, but this thing I love. Let me back up a little bit and get a better shot of that. This thing just looks. I want to get my hands on this, because like it looks like it's going to be kind of like a DMR / assault rifle / SAW kind of thing going on. Like it's got that kind of slower frame rate. It's sort of like a fully auto, slower shooting DMR, which looks fantastic. I love the items, the pickup that you can pick up and hold. I think they touch on that in the other video, where instead of just a one-time use, well, they're one-time use items, but it doesn't just, if you pick up like an overshield or something like that, it doesn't just automatically apply it. You can carry it around, which I think is a pretty cool idea, so you can use it whenever you need to. This thing, I don't know what this thing is, but it looks like it's like a homing railgun or something. I don't know what this is, but it looks like it's really going to upset me a lot. Like when we're finally playing it live, I think it's just going to be irritating as snot, and I can't wait to get my hands on it to instill some rage into opposing players. Look at that. That's just like it's going like over and around the corner. That's going to be maddening. There's been several times over the years where, you like kind of pop behind a wall to get into cover, and then you get shot anyway, and you're like, I'm pretty sure I was behind the wall, Well, this time you actually will be behind the wall when you get killed. So I have a feeling it's going to be frustrating and it's going to take a while to get used to. But we'll see. Hammer's in. That's good. Fan of the hammer. Okay, this thing looks devious. Like, he puts up this little insta-shield to block the fire, send it back the other guy's way, pop him, and then just one in the dome and he's done. Like, that looks really, really satisfying to pull off. I don't know if it's going to be so much fun when it gets done to me over and over again. But again, you know, something that Bungie and 343 have done very well over the years is have a very balanced game. And, you know, Halo Reach was arguably kind of the least balanced in the series because it had the different armor sets and you had the different abilities for each player. So you have some people using jetpack, some people using armor lock. And so you had this kind of disparity where if you're going to go toe-to-toe with somebody who has armor lock and you've got a jetpack, I mean, if you're both on the ground, obviously the armor locking guy is going to have the upper hand. And so hopefully this is going to be a situation. I don't know if anybody can just use that. If you know, feel free to put in the chat if this is just like an ability anyone can use, or is it like an armor lock type of deal where you have to have an ability or an item to be able to do that. I need to know more. This little deployable shield looks pretty cool though. I'm really digging that. Especially it's got the little slot you can shoot from. Very cool. Also, something I noticed, the Avery J. Johnson Academy of Military Science, they gave Johnson his own academy for training. So I think that's a pretty cool tribute for Sergeant Johnson throughout the years to be able to have his name sort of memorialized to train new recruits. It's kind of a cool little Easter egg they put in there. Good stickies. Stickies are always good. Loving that. For me, though, like, Halo has always been about the vehicles. Like, you get me driving a Warthog, and I'm happy as a clam. This right here looks insane. Grapple Jack. Yeah, that was it. It sounds like a cereal. So, like, it's going to be really irritating to have that done to you when you're flying around. But again, it should be balanced. I have faith that they're going to have it balanced. But like I was saying, like, behind the wheel of a Warthog is where I'm meant to be. I love driving the Hog around. My favorite Hog experience obviously for me was in Halo 3 because the Warthog in Halo 3 was just a beast. Like, it took forever to take those things down. And I feel like they really nerfed them in subsequent games. Halo 5 brought it back kind of a little bit, but they were still not quite to the level that I would like them to be. And so we used to dominate in Halo 3, but you know, the Hogs got a little weaker over the years. But this looks, I'm hoping they're going to kind of rebalance it a little bit to make it sort of more worth my time. But all these, this is just showing off effects. I love, that's pretty cool, grappling that. This armor looks just legit cool. I mean, they had the samurai armor originally in Halo 3, and I remember you had to earn it. I mean, you had to, you know, there wasn't any loot boxes or game pass or battle pass or whatever, anything like that, so that you could unlock it just by playing a lot. I mean, you had to actually like go through a lot to get this thing. And it was very fun. I think you had to get all the skulls or something like that. I can't remember. It was decades ago. If you remember, please put it in the chat or put it in the comments. But I remember it was very difficult to get. But this armor looks way cooler even than the Hayabusa did. And so, like, I love that he's got the little sword down here. But it's still got, you know, he looks like a Spartan with the little, like, pockets and pouches and stuff. But this just looks, it looks so wicked. I mean, I gotta get my hand. I mean, it's free to play. And they're going to have battle passes and stuff like that. I mean, I'm going to have to end up buying a battle pass because some of this armor just looks so sick. I've got to get my hands on it. And I'm loving this thing where you can blow the weapons away into the air and catch them. Like, that's such a cool move. I love that. So those are my thoughts on the initial Halo Infinite multiplayer trailer. I think it looks very exciting. I've been chomping at the bit for something since that really not so great campaign reveal that they had last year. That was kind of a disappointment. So I've been really hoping, and I've had faith that they're going to put together something really good. And I think for me, and I think for a lot of people, like Halo is all about the multiplayer. Like I've always enjoyed the campaigns and appreciated going through the story of Chief and Cortana and all that. But like the longevity in this game really depends on the multiplayer. I mean, it's all available on Game Pass, but the campaign and the multiplayer are going to be separate games, kind of. I'm kind of on the fence still about the whole battle pass system. It has its pluses and minuses. I'm a traditionalist, and if I get to choose, I would prefer to have multiplayer and the campaign in one game package that I pay $60 for, and that's it. And everything available in the game is available in that game that I bought. And so that would be the best for me personally. But, you know, the Battle Pass opens it up to a wider audience. You know, it's free to play for everybody. And if you want to really get into it with the customization, you have the option. But if you want everything, you're going to have to spend, in the long run, much more than you would have with just a traditional game. But you all know what a Battle Pass is. You have your own feelings about it, I'm sure. That's just my 2 cents. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little take on that Halo trailer. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm really, really looking forward to Halo Infinite, as are some of my really good friends. I need some more Wheelman medals. I need those Wheelman medals that fill my soul. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on... I have nothing funny to add at the end of this video.